As a parent, when I became a parent, when my daughter was born, it was the happiest day of my life. To watch her grow up over the years just makes me more paranoid. In case something does happen to me, will my guardian know how to raise her? Will my guardian know what she likes? Will my guardian know what makes her laugh? How will she be raised? How will she be raised in terms of her values, her religion? How will she be disciplined? What will she be taught is important. What emphasis would be placed on education? These are the questions that we all have when we have children and we watch them grow and we get to know their personalities and we get to know what makes them unique and special. And it's impossible for everyone to know that, no matter how good their intentions are. So what we try to do is we try to make those questions answered. We try to make sure that parents have the ability to get as much peace of mind as possible by making sure that their loved ones are taken care of, that our children are taken care of, not just by the people we would want, but to the best of our abilities to make sure that those people know how to raise our children in the manner that we would have wanted them to be raised. That is the essence of the Kids Protection Plan. It's not just about naming guardians, it's about making sure that our legacies are passed on to our children. It's about making sure that our family stories, our lessons, our experiences as parents, or as how we grew up. I often ask parents, tell me a story about when you were a child. How did your parents raise you? What did you learn about money at an early age, and what would you want your child to learn? Those are the essence of what goes down in a family plan. It's not the legal documents, it's not just making sure that your assets are taken care of. It's making sure that there's a preservation of those values that go down from generation to generation to generation. There's a remarkable study that was done several decades ago that has continued to be talked about, which is this belief that wealth in a family only lasts 3 generations. In America, they call it shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations. And every culture in the world, virtually every single one, whether it's in Asia or Europe or South America or North America, has a saying for this expression. And it all starts with the fact that as we grow our assets, we're so busy in our lives trying to make a living for ourselves and provide for our family that very little is actually handed over to our children in terms of the values that we would want them to put in place. I know that for me, my daughter has grown up already in a much more privileged environment than I was ever, that me or my wife actually grew up in. Been to Disneyland a lot more than we ever did by the time we were her age. They're growing up with cell phones, they grow up with iPads, they grow up with pretty much every luxury that many of us would want them to have at some point. But what we don't make enough time for, I think, as parents, is making sure that we pass that legacy down to our children. And I think that's something that I'm in a position to do as an estate planning attorney. I'm in a position to work with parents on a lifetime basis. Every few years we meet, I get to know the kids, I get to know what they're up to, I get to know what they're studying in college, I get to know the fact that they're married, I'm invited to the weddings, I see them having grandchildren. And so as you're there every step of the way, you're able to help plan for that family's future in a much more secure way than just handing over a set of documents saying, okay, good luck to you, it was nice to meet you. And that's what we try not to do.